These are some butter beans. They were given to me by a friend today, and they saved them from his garden last year, and you can see those are some good looking speckled beans. They're looking good. There you go. But basically all he did was leave a few of them on the stalk until they got good and dry, then picked them off and put them in a bag, put them in a cool, dry place, and that's it. So these were left over from last year's harvest, and I'm getting ready to put some in the ground, and they look pretty good. Looking forward to eating some of these. Well, fellas, you can see it's coming along good. We've had a couple of days of good rain, and you can see that kale is really taking off. That stuff, it's growing faster than I can eat it, which is good. The chard's also doing real well. That's looking good, good and healthy. Romaine is looking good. Nothing wrong with that. Tomatoes are getting big. These are about waist high now. And you can see I've got cattle panel trellising stood up, and I'm just using clips and clipping the main stem as it grows up. You can see there's another one there. But so far I'm very pleased. This is working better than I had expected, and I'm able to harvest greens every single day, and like I say, it's growing more than I can use. Now, started on my straw bales, I've got a lot of peas, cow peas planted, so let's go take a look and see how those are doing. And as you can see, things are going pretty well. These are some tomatoes that I'm growing in a straw bale, and a little bit of a milestone today. It's April 25th, and I have got my first tomato going. So I'm pretty stoked about that. That's a Cherokee Purple, and that's definitely a good sign. Right next to it, I've got some beans, those rattlesnake beans, and right on around the side of the deck there, and I'm just going to let them trellis on up. So tomatoes are looking good. Now, this is something interesting I thought you would like to see. Now, this bale right here is planted with knuckle purple hull peas, and you can see they're doing good. Deep green color, very little in the way of insect damage, and they are looking good. Now, in the bale right next to it, these are red ripper cow peas, and these, as you can see, are about 3 times, maybe 4 times the size, but they've also taken a lot more in the way of insect damage. Now, I don't know if that's going to have any impact on the harvest, but what I've been doing is experiments like this where I plant 2 varieties at the same exact time, right next to each other, in the same exact medium, and then at the end of the season I'm going to compare what I got out of this variety versus what I got out of that variety, and that way I'll know what to plant more of next time. Now, these are my Asian yard-long beans, and these things are probably chest high by now. So these are coming up along really nice. I've got tomatoes in the back, and on the very back row are my cucumbers. Those are Ashley's back there, Ashley cucumbers. Those are starting to come along okay. And over here I've got more Cherokee Purples, and in the back my Malabar spinach is starting to thicken up, and that stuff does really well in hot weather. That'll be 8 or 10 feet tall by the end of the summer. And then more yard-long beans over here. These are doing quite well. Very little insect damage. And I got these seeds at a local Asian grocery store, and they're doing great. I'm really excited about that. Now, these bales here, the first 3 are all Mississippi Red Ripper cow peas, and the last 2 are Southern Colossus peas. And They seem to be coming up and doing well. It'll be interesting to compare these two varieties side by side and see what produces, what gets eaten by the insects, and basically a head-to-head competition. The final update, my Three Sisters area seems to be coming along pretty good. You can see the corn is probably, I don't know, 10 inches tall, 8 or 10 inches tall by now. Seems to be doing well. I think I'm going to give it another couple of inches, and then I'm going to plant my beans, 4 seeds, one on each side, all the way around it. And then I'll plant the perimeter out there where it turns into woods. I'll plant that with squash and just sort of form a barrier all the way around. It's my first time to ever try anything like this, so we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching, and so far I have to say I'm pleased. Things are going well.